Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome to my 8th TTM video. Today I will be sharing some purchases I made and some TTMs I got through the mail. Got some good ones. First purchase I made this week was this photograph, 8x10 of Irving Fryer, native of New Jersey, University of Nebraska man. Was a consensus All-American in 1983. Let me just get that over a little better there. There we go. Was the second wide receiver to be drafted number 1 in the NFL draft. Selected number 1 overall by the New England Patriots. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. Made the Patriots' 50th anniversary team. Played for the Patriots from 1984 to 92. And with the Dolphins from 93 to 95. Then the Eagles from 96 to 98. And then played in Washington from 99 to 2000. At 851 receptions, 12,785 yards receiving, and scored 84 touchdowns. He rushed for 242 yards and had a rushing touchdown, and had 2,055, return yards, and 3 punt return TDs. 57 years old, native New Jersey. Got the old Patriots uniform on there. I like those. Pat Patriot up there. This was a purchase I made, and it was, make your best offer. And they took it. So, Irving Fryer. Second one I made was a hockey player. I don't have too many hockey players, but got this one. And this is Mr. Phil Esposito. Brother of, Tony Esposito. Oh, sorry about that. This is Tony Esposito. He's Phil's brother. From Sault Ste. Marie in Ontario, Canada. Played his college at Michigan Tech in Houghton, Michigan, and helped Michigan Tech win the championship in 1964-65. Made his NHL debut with the Montreal Canadiens against the Oakland Seals, and then was traded to Chicago. 1969, he was claimed off waivers by the Chicago Blackhawks, where he had his Hall of Fame career. Won the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year, the Vezina Trophy 3 times, and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame back in 1988. Tony Esposito there, got his HOF 88 on it, his number. Great goalie. Next up, third purchase I made was of an Ohio State football player, Jim Otis. Mr. Jim, native of Ohio. Went to Ohio State. In 1970, was selected in the 9th round of the NFL draft with the 218th pick by the New Orleans Saints. Spent 1 season in New Orleans. Let me fix that, he's falling. Spent 1 season in New Orleans in 1970, and then was traded to the Chiefs. Played with the Chiefs from 71 to 72, but St. Louis is where he ended up from 1973 to 78, and that's where he had his best seasons. Went to the Pro Bowl in 1975, had 4,350 rushing yards total, 22 touchdowns, led the NFC in rushing back in 1976 with 1,076 yards. And native of Ohio, Jim Otis signed it there. 67-68, got the gold pants, and that was for beating the University of Michigan. Woody Hayes would give the guys gold pants for their victories. And the final purchase I made is a guy I liked as a young man, quarterback, Dave Craig. Liked him a lot. He was a great quarterback. Went to Milton College in Wisconsin, which is now defunct, not alive anymore, not around. 61 years old, the native of Wisconsin, went undrafted in 1980, signed on with Seattle, where he played from 1980 to 91. Played with the Chiefs and Detroit and Arizona, Chicago, and Tennessee is where he finished his career. 3-time Pro Bowler, 261 touchdowns, 38,147 total passing yards, had a passer rating of 81.5 in his career, is in the Seahawks Ring of Honor, and was the quarterback that guided Seattle to their first playoff appearance in history back in 1983. They knocked off Denver, then upset Miami and Dan Marino before they lost to the Raiders in the 83 AFC Championship game. Dave Craig there, and it's got all his teams that you see he played for there. And now the TTMs. This one took just a week, 7 days. Came from Georgia. I fixed a little things there. This is of Dan Reeves, the coach. Get a little closer so you can see them. He signed 2 cards. I got one of them signed as a player for the Dallas Cowboys there, and as coach of the Denver Broncos. Dan Reeves was born in Rome, Georgia, but grew up in Americus. Went to Americus High School. Americus is just outside Plains, home of Jimmy Carter. Went to the University of South Carolina, where he played baseball and football. Was a 3-year starter at quarterback. He was undrafted in 1965, but he had offers from the Dallas Cowboys and the San Diego Chargers in the AFL, and also the Pittsburgh Pirates wanted him to play. He was a good right fielder, but signed with Dallas. He originally signed to play safety with the Cowboys before eventually moving to halfback. Spent his entire career with Dallas from 1965 to 72. Had 1,990 rushing yards, 1,693 receiving yards, had 42 touchdowns total. Made 2 appearances in the Super Bowl as a player in Super Bowl 5 and 6, winning in Super Bowl 6. Super Bowl 5, he missed the pass that was thrown to him that was eventually intercepted by Mike Curtis that set up Jim O'Brien's touchdown. And in the famous Ice Bowl game, he did throw a touchdown pass. Most people probably remember him as a coach now, where he coached the Denver Broncos from 1981 to 92, and the Giants and the Falcons. Had 190 wins as a head coach and 2 ties, 11-9 in the postseason. Appeared in 4 Super Bowls as a head coach, 3 with Denver and 1 with Atlanta. Didn't win any. 1 as an assistant coach, though, at the Dallas Cowboys when they beat the Broncos. He's a 2-time NFL Coach of the Year and is in the Broncos Ring of Fame. Mr. Dan Reeves, this took, again, a week. It was free. He also threw in, he signed my index card as well. That was very nice of him. And he lives down there in Atlanta, Georgia. It's free of charge, so it's a good pickup there. The second TTM I got, 2 cards as well, came from North Carolina, and it's of the King, Richard Petty. One and only. I don't have too many NASCAR races, but this guy's my favorite of all time. Born in North Carolina, raced in 1,184 races from 1958 to 92. His first race was in 58 in Toronto. His last race, 1992, the Hooters 500 in Atlanta. Won his first race in 1960. His last, 1984, the Firecracker 400 in Daytona, which was his 200th victory. He had 712 top 10s and 123 poles. He was in the first NASCAR Hall of Fame class in 2010. In 1997, he was inducted into the International Motorsports Hall of Fame, and in 1992 received the Medal of Freedom from President George Bush. This took a week, and he sent the cards back nicely signed from North Carolina. So Richard Petty, the King. The third one I got is a card I sent out. This was to Mr. Melvin Lacey Renfro, better known as Mel Renfro, of the Dallas Cowboys there. Move it over so he gets a little bit of a better spot. Mel Renfro was 78 years old. He was born in Houston, went to Jefferson High School in Portland, Oregon. They had a very good football team because one of the players on that team was Terry Baker, who wound up winning the Heisman Trophy in 1962. Then went to the University of Oregon. He was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the second round of the draft with the 17th pick. While in college, he was also a great track and field person. Good career there, good speedster, and was a consensus All-American in 1962. Played with the Cowboys from 1964 to 77, won 2 Super Bowls. His last game was the victory over the Denver Broncos. Played in 174 games, 52 interceptions, 626 yards, 3 touchdowns in his career. Was inducted in the Football Hall of Fame in 1996. Was also inducted into the University of Oregon Athletic Hall of Fame and the Oregon Sports Hall of Fame. This took about 10 days, actually. Mel Renfro. Nice signature there. And third, I got another one here. I got two basketball cards signed by former NBA player Kevin Greavy. Signed both of my Bullets cards there. Kevin Greavy was born in Hamilton, Ohio. Went to Taft High School out there. Played for Kentucky from 1972 to 75. Last game was a loss to UCLA. I believe that was John Wooden's final game when they won the championship. Was drafted in 1975 in the first round with the 18th pick by the Washington Bullets. Played with the Bullets from 1975 to 83. And then with the Bucks from 1983 to 85. Won an NBA championship back in 1978. This took 10 days. He lives down in Virginia. It was free. Kevin Greavy, nice signed 2 cards there. And last one is another basketball player, and this is of Dave Cowens. I'll get those a little better. Slide Dave over a little bit. David William Cowens. Dave Cowens, born in Newport, Kentucky, went to Newport Catholic High School, and to Florida State, where he starred from 1967 to 70. He was drafted in 1970 and round 1 with the 4th pick by the Boston Celtics. Won Rookie of the Year in 1971. Played for Boston from 1970 to 1980. 2-time NBA champ with the Celtics. Was league MVP in 1973 and an 8-time All-Star. Came back out of retirement in 1982 and played with the Bucks for 1 season. Ended up with 13,516 points, 10,494 rebounds. Was a head coach of the Boston Celtics from 1978 to 79, then Charlotte from 1996 to 99, and then Golden State 2000 to 2001. Was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1991 and the College Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. This took 8 days, and he lives up in Maine and free of charge. Dave Cowens. Alrighty, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Everybody stay safe. We are approaching, or I am approaching, I should say, 100 subscribers. Once I get to 100, I will be having a giveaway. And a couple of the items I'll be giving away are an Ed Too Tall Jones card, signed, a Vita Blue autograph card, a Doc Gooden signed baseball card, also a Bobby Doerr autograph Hall of Fame postcard, and a Ken Anderson autographed card, as well as Tom Rathman, and a few others that I'll be announcing soon in the next video. But thank you for watching, and everybody take care.